are we going today? What did you say? Caerphilly Castle. That's my favourite castle. Wow. Okay. Calm down. Are you just excited to have your first castle adventure? Is that why you're excited? Is that why she's excited for his castle adventure?
She isn't excited.
Crescent Road is the name of the street. That's where the car park is.
Look, Mummy.
Okay.
I'm so excited. You won't be even more excited, lady. We're here at the car park. Yeah, quite fancy. A bit far from the castle. You got lots of red lights and got stuck in some lots of traffic. So we are here a bit late, but now I have to pay for parking. Yeah. Let's just go. Let's go. It's about 23 degrees for the warmest part. Yeah, it's pretty warm. So let's go.
That's probably how noisy the gate would have been back when this castle was in its full glory. Probably would have been really noisy like that. You would have heard us come in.
There's a fireplace, Mario. Wow. What is it, lady? What is it, lady? Are you saying you love castles? Oh. Wow! Look at that view! Whoa! That's amazing, isn't it, Luigi?
Whoa! Can you see? There you go.
Wow! What's this over here? Oh, it's a sign. Let's see what it says. A hoard. A deadly shed fixed to the top of a wall ensured a lethal cell of objects. Crossbow bolts, stones, unpleasant liquids rained down on those below. Holes were an essential part of a castle's defences. You can see where the castle's masons nest slots on the wall ready to take the supporting beams. So isn't that up against the wall a good way to avoid a drop of the hard stuff? Perhaps not.
Yeah, mason. What do you think unpleasant liquids might have been?
I know.
Wee? Do you think it could have been wee? Or maybe used oil or like dirty vegetable water or something?
That's when it is in Wales.
And if you wander off and turn around and we ain't there, you're going to be worried where we are.
What's that view over there? I can't get the view.
Why don't you stand up on the bed?
Wow! There's water. Look, there's the road way over there.
Yeah, you
Water,
stay there, darling.
grass, water, land. What's that big man? I think there may be something behind it. Southeast Tower. Oh! Fourth Marcus of Boot. The fourth Marcus of Boot holds up Caerphilly's famous Leaning Tower. His wealth and tenacity saved the castle from ruin, sculpted from a fallen oak tree found in mid-Wales. Interesting. Really interesting.
Look, this is a kitchen box.
Taste it.
Taste it? Oh, the squash.
I know I've had a bit.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
This is the Perrier. It says Perrier, fast and furious. One of a group of weapons known today as traction trebuchets. Unlike the larger trebuchet, which uses a counterweight, the Perrier is operated by simple brute strength, a group of men pulling together on several ropes at the front. It's the only siege engine here that's capable of rapid fire. Invented in China, it found its way to the West in the 6th century. The Perrier is named after its ammunition, coming from the French word for stone, pierre. And this is what it looks like. Whoa, look at that. I've already spoken about this one, the trebuchet. Incoming! Capable of hurling gigantic rocks huge distances simply by using a lever. A large counterweight and the force of gravity, the trebuchet was the largest piece of medieval artillery. Developed in the West from smaller Chinese catapults by both Christian and Muslim armies, they grew to enormous sizes. Some were 33 metres, 100 feet tall. Most were too large to be moved and had to be manufactured on site. A siege had to last long enough to make building a trebuchet worthwhile. Look at that.
Yeah.
The mangonel kicks like an ass. Mangonel is a term applied to a range of medieval catapult-like weapons. This one is based on the onager, named after the Asiatic wild ass, because it has a kick like one. Onagers were used by the Romans in the 4th century. They were slow to load and the twisted rope stored huge amounts of energy, making them potentially dangerous if they went wrong. Weapons like the Perrier, on your far left, over there, eventually replaced them. They were simpler to use, capable of rapid fire, and the frame less likely to shatter.
That's what they look like. Oh, because you know.
There they!
Yeah.
Ballista, getting the point. The ballista is the oldest weapon here. The ancient Greeks developed smaller crossbows into this gigantic version, probably around 400 BC in Syracuse, Sicily. It found favour with the armies of Alexander the Great and the Romans. Julius Caesar used them to great effect when his army landed in Britain in 55 BC. The ballista fell out of favour during the Middle Ages because the other siege engines were simpler, cheaper and more efficient.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Right, Tegan said there was some rooms down here.
Don't.
Grain ground underground. Everybody ate bread every day, so lots of it was needed, especially when you had a castle full of people to feed. Grain for bread making was easier to store than flour, and it was ground here at the mill. Having a mill inside the walls of the castle kept the flour coming even when the castle was under siege. This underground facility was solid and secure. A water wheel powered by a constant and easily controlled flow of water between the higher inner moat and the lower outer moat was a drop of 13th century ingenuity.
Okay, go.
A hard grind, basic milling machinery had two millstones.
We're starting 15 minutes.
Okay, one turning and the other fixed. Grain was poured in at the top. A shot in the dark. We're not sure whether the mill was overshot or undershot, driven by water flowing over or under the wheel. It's shown here as overshot. Down the hatches, 2 sluice gates controlled the flow of water, one to let it flow through the mill house and another to let it flow down the overflow channel. The same.
Well, let's go and have lunch. Where are we? Big Mike. Big Mike.
If you take the top off, you have to have something.
Why? Look at her.
Careful.
I need toilet.
Yeah, just go over there in the corner. Kind of get Harry to sort of guard you so no one can see.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I know these people around are over there and over there anyway, so.
I want to do it now.